Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us for another review. This one is for the Axiom Pearl. We're starting out with Angel here at Royal Crest on the house shot, and simply put, the Axiom Pearl is the straight up Pearl version of the Axiom. Recently we've gotten some different versions of a ball, and the cover formula has changed. Balls like the Physics, Halo, and Idol have been one formula, and the Pearl versions have been a different one. The Axiom Pearl is NEX Pearl, so same cover formula as the Axiom, which we're both pretty excited about. It's a strong cover, but I've been wanting a nano-based Pearl stateside for several years now, and now we have a couple here recently. Ears were perked up and eyes were opened at the IQ Tour Nano Pearl, which has been a game changer. It does things no other IQ's done before, specifically due to that cover choice. And now we have a big symmetric core in the orbital with the factory shine nano-based Pearl cover in NEX, which is the next generation or evolution of NRG. As you can see, the lane and pocket control is pretty solid, and most of the time blending the lane, especially on a house shot, comes at the expense of length. To get this kind of blend and control, you usually have to sand something because shiny stuff is too flippy or responsive. However, when you sand stuff, especially on a house shot, it's going to start using energy earlier to hook and can be too flat or slow then. The Axiom Pearl is the perfect fit to blend the lane without sacrificing length, ball motion, or hit. Comparing it to the Marvel Pearl, which was kind of the standard for a big control Pearl a few years ago, it's a little longer, a little rounder, and 3-ish boards weaker. It's still an impressive reaction, but after throwing the Axiom Pearl, Angel didn't quite get the same pocket presence, or maybe the same room to get to the pocket with the Marvel Pearl. It's a little smoother in the oil, but sharper on the dry. The Axiom Pearl, I think, improves on the Marvel Pearl idea and gives it separation from stuff like the Trend, the Phase 3, and the Idol Pearl, which are all quicker response. The one caveat here is that it could be difficult to make ball changes because something like the Axiom Pearl is going to mute lane transition more than other balls. With more responsive balls that are more sensitive to oil and friction, they may not be as forgiving, but they can give you a clearer idea exactly where the oil is and exactly where the friction is because they're more sensitive. Balls like the Axiom Pearl are going to get more traction in the oil and be smoother off the dry, so the overall lane pattern picture becomes a little muddier. There's always a trade-off and a wrinkle. This one goes a little sideways, but it's worth noting or pointing out. Switching sides, I was a little frustrated with my Axiom Pearl at first. It's gorgeous, I love big symmetric cores, and anything nano gets me hyped. However, I'm usually more up the back of the ball, especially on this side to control my angles. And with the Axiom Pearl, that made it want to straighten out too much down lane, and part of that's my layout, more on that in a minute. Once I realized that I could go on ahead and get around it without it being too strong or too quick, it was ridiculous. I still think I need to get away from the 5-inch pins because stuff that's earlier and more continuous instead helps to offset the abundance of shape on the left side. Lefties don't need any help from a layout to get shape, you actually need to mitigate it or slow it down a little, and with a stronger, more continuous layout, that'll allow me to straighten my angles out better. However, in this case, the ball tendencies balanced it out and allowed me to do something that's more natural and comfortable for me, which is getting in and rolling it. Comparing it to the Trend is less aggressive, definitely a handful of feet longer, and almost more controlled, but at the same time, I don't feel like I need to help it shape as much from straighter angles anyway, so I'm able to be easier and cleaner out of it at the bottom. I do need to keep my speed up with the Axiom Pearl, but that's difficult to do and get around at the same time outside of third arrow anyway. The R2S Pearl stuff helps me out from straighter, but if you add much angle, it starts getting too long, and any kind of carry down will make it start to wiggle. Again, there's a trade-off everywhere. The Axiom Pearl is going to control the lane better, help you force your will, so to speak. It won't be as dependent on or sensitive to wet and dry on the lane as cleaner, more purely reactive covers, but it's going to be smoother and stronger. Axiom Pearl releases October 9th with the fast pitch. Don't miss that review either if you're interested in a new urethane ball. I do have comparisons coming to balls like the Idol Pearl, Astrophysics, and Phase 3, as well as the original Axiom, so keep an eye out for those in the next few weeks leading up to release. Thanks for watching, and may the strikes be with you.